welcome to Cab Talk. Such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. It's today is a very interesting day for me as well. I mean, being with you in a cab in Hillbrow, it's such a controversial situation to be in because not a lot of people deliberately say, listen, let's go to Hillbrow and let's talk about things, you know.
Well, I'm equally thrilled because I had no idea what you had in mind to talk to me about today when you said, let's drive through Hillbrow. I know you're in the real estate business, so I'm assuming that's what you want to talk about.
Yes. And you know, there's something really specific why I picked Hillbrow. After being in real estate pretty much since the age of 20, 21, I discovered that people enter the real estate market based on certain perceptions out there, and the general public communicating to them, the Pam Goldings, Remax, Sieves, Sotheby's, and all those people communicating back to you with a certain amount of knowledge or information, and you kind of approach the market based on what they tell you. But what I have discovered is, I've got a student, for instance. Now this guy, this is one of the coolest stories I've ever experienced. So this guy, I asked him the other day, I said, please give me your portfolio's title deeds of all your properties. He says, no, I don't, what's a title deed? I said, how many properties do you have? No, I've got 10 properties. I said, how long did it take you to get those 10 properties? He said, 5 years, paid cash. And I said, you own 10 properties, paid in 5 years, cash, and you don't know what a title deed is. So he lives in Kwakwa, okay? And the market there is completely different to what most of the people are used to, right? Because you gotta go on websites and you gotta really work hard for your deal and negotiate the prices so you've got better yields, etc. And I realized that this guy, his average on the total 10 units, his average yield is about between 13 and 14%. That is about 3, 4, 5% higher than the average person. That's the educated, well-informed investor. And I thought to myself, it is always about tying your shoelaces. Tying your shoelaces means if you're one step ahead of your current market, doesn't matter where you are. If I'm one step ahead in the current market here in Hillbrow, I will capitalize on bigger yields.
So bottom line, you're saying we should invest in Hillbrow?
Not in Hillbrow. I'm saying be one step ahead of your current market, then you'll always have higher yields. Because why are there lower yields in areas where everyone's educated? Is because everyone's on the same level of education. But if you're a sophisticated investor and you are just 1% more educated than the other person, that's how you increase your yields. So it doesn't matter where you invest in the country. It's never about the country statistics, it's about area specific and being the authority in the area. And that's very important.
So what's so attractive about investing in a place like Hillbrow? For me, it's a crime-infested area, high levels of prostitution, drug abuse. It's really sad how this area has degenerated.
Yeah, it's obviously, you know, apparently at one stage,
would assume it would be a headache to manage a property here.
Because of the type of profile of person that works here, it's different to the norm in the market. But if you're in this current market and you know people, you know the industry, and you can communicate at this level, you can actually have a very healthy portfolio. Because ultimately, we are all human beings. No one wants to just take advantage. It's instinctively, no one wants to take advantage. People justify it by saying it's just outsmarting the other person. So the other person sees it as this person's taking advantage of me.
And I suppose you would see the opportunity in investing in an area like Hillbrow, or in Bromfontein, or Yeoville for that matter, or Pretoria, or Sandton, etc., because that's your business. Now, for me, I'm not a serial entrepreneur, and I'm not a serious property investor as well. There are economists that says these areas are like hidden diamonds.
Absolutely, they are.
So you agree with that? These are 100%. Hidden diamonds. They are hidden diamonds. It's your appetite for risk that obviously determines whether you're going to get involved or not. So for instance, some people would say, I would not get involved due to my type of personality. I don't want to invest in this area. But if you do allow yourself to take a little bit of a higher risk, you have the ability to take, you know, maybe you can resist those people that wants to resist you, type of thing. Okay, then you can make a lot of money. But people steer away from it because they always want the safer option. So the safer investing option is 8, 9%, and that's in where you buy from developers, you know, in the East Rand or whatever, all the nice hotspots, or Pretoria East, or those places where there's very low risk, 9% yields on properties. Here the risk is higher, but you get good yields.